What's up, fellas? What's going on? It's your boy Nacho. Today we're gonna be going over one of the laziest arguments that people have against muscle damage, and that's gonna be, well, if muscle damage was so important, why do marathon runners don't have the biggest legs? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's a surface level argument because there's different types of muscle damage, and muscle damage is not all created equal. Okay, they go through a different biological cascade, pretty much. So let's break it down. Okay, what can give you damage? Okay, you have sarcomere disruption, Z-line streaming disruption, oxidative stress, inflammation, so cytoskeletal stress as well. But which one will give you the myofibril hypertrophy? Okay, that's going to be tension-induced eccentric loading to your type 2 muscle fibers, okay? When it comes to marathon runners, what they are doing, they're getting muscle damage through oxidative stress, inflammation, mitochondrial strain, and microvascular breakdown. Well, how does the body respond to these damages? What's going to happen is that your body is going to boost capillaries, is going to increase mitochondria, and you're going to get more fatigue resistance. What happens when you cause eccentric induced muscle damage to your type 2 muscle fibers? What's going to happen is that you're going to bring out the satellite cells out of quiescence. I explained this many times in my other videos. You're going to get extracellular matrix remodeling, and you're going to get ribosomal biogenesis. You're going to force ribosomal biogenesis, okay? What is ribosomal biogenesis? That is your body creating more ribosomes. Ribosomes are like the factories for protein synthesis. So when you increase ribosomes, you increase the capacity for protein synthesis. That's also a reason why people stop growing. Okay, they don't go through ribosomal biogenesis. So with these marathon runners, their training is not conducive for myofibril growth. Just think about it, it's common sense. You run 10 miles, you get damage, you get oxidative stress, inflammation, mitochondrial strain. It's going to give you DOMS. But why would your body respond by giving you more contractile tissue if that contractile tissue requires more oxygen to function? It doesn't make sense. Your body's going to respond by increasing the machinery necessary for endurance, like capillaries and mitochondria. It will not give you more contractile proteins. It doesn't make sense. It's redundant. But when you put your type 2 muscle fibers through eccentric overload, a weight that you cannot even handle for one rep, and you do it for multiple reps, you are damaging the type 2X muscle fibers. Okay, so when it comes to damage, we're going for type muscle fiber specific damage. Okay, so these type 1 muscle fibers can get damaged, like I said, through a marathon. And these type 2 muscle fibers can get damaged through eccentric loading. But they go through 2 different pathways. They go through 2 different biological pathways, and we just explained it. And it's also different modalities. When marathon runners, what they're doing is they're going through high chronic volume. Okay, they're training every day. They're training frequently throughout the week. That also doesn't give you time to repair and remodel, and you will actually lose contractile proteins as well. Now, when you do an acute damaging session that we are chasing in this channel, that's when you give your body an eccentric load to your type 2 muscle fibers. They get damaged. You give it 7 to 10 days to repair and remodel, okay, because you are remodeling the infrastructure of your muscles. okay, the ECM, the extracellular matrix, you are rebuilding that. That's like the scaffolding around your muscle. And so that's the difference between these two different modalities. You have acute damaging sessions, and then you have chronic high volume sessions. And most people in the gym are also training like endurance lifters, okay? They're training a muscle more than once a week with no damage. And what happens is that their type 1 muscle fibers are protecting their type 2 muscle fibers from getting damaged. And they hit the repeat about effect, and they don't grow. They don't get past this myonuclear domain size limit. And that's what this all comes down to. So the muscle damage argument is very surface level because there's different types of muscle damage that you can get, like from endurance or from explosive high eccentric load training. And it's fiber type specific. Endurance will target your type 1 muscle fibers, and high eccentric loads will target your type 2 muscle fibers. That's the difference. And when you damage these two different types of muscle fibers, they go through a different biological pathway. That's why I say it's surface level. I hope you guys liked it. Though that was a very brief explanation. I can get more into it if you guys would like. Like, subscribe, comment, share the video. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys later. Peace.